Dear students, welcome to the virtual class of Fundamentals of Management. In our fourth lecture of Fundamentals of Management, we are going to learn about the modern management thoughts, characteristics of modern management, and other points. Okay, so let's start with the meaning of modern management. Modern management theory refers to emphasizing the use of systematic mathematical techniques in the system with analyzing and understanding the interrelationship of management and workers in all aspects. It has following three streams of quantitative approach, system approach, and contingency approach. So here we must clear about the management thoughts, modern management thoughts. Ultimately, we can say that it is the theory refers to emphasize the use of systematic mathematical techniques in the system with analyzing and understanding the interrelationship. Interrelationship between whom? Interrelationship between the employees to managers, and etc. etc. So here in the traditional way they were using very rigid techniques, but now the system changed. Now in the recent trend, modern management theory increases, modern management theory demand increases, so that in the modern management we can say that we are implementing the mathematical techniques or the techniques which show us the result. The techniques, with the use of the techniques we can getting the result, and this technique must be implemented on the interrelationship management. Interrelationship management means workers and employee, workers and management department. Ultimately we can say that the persons who are working in the organizations, the relationship between them, managing and getting the work done by them in the organization. So we are using some techniques, these techniques called the modern management theory. Okay, so here we can say that in a recent trend, modern management recent trend is development in technology, science, trade, business, and employment has increased the size and complexity of management and organization. Quality standards, consumers awareness, after sales services, mass production, automation, human resource development, and stress on training, trade union, demand, and use of computer based programs are adding new or recent trend in management. Or ultimately we can say that nowadays many technology came into the organization, so that here the area of such modern management trends are like information technology, electronic communications, advanced computer, fax, email, internet, importance of human relations, challenges by trade union, impact of government policy, marketing, publicity, leadership, competitions, a variety of goals. These are the areas of modern management trends. So ultimately we can say that what is modern management thoughts? Modern management thought is nothing but a legal techniques, but a systematic technique which we are implementing in the organization to getting the work done by others. If others are not maintaining the relationship with each others, so that we are not able to getting the work done by them, that's why modern management technique is important for the organization. So it is the meaning of modern management thoughts. Okay, if you want to write this definition or the meaning of modern management, you can write like, I'm repeating this point: modern management theory refers to emphasizing the use of systematic mathematical techniques in the system with analyzing and understanding the interrelationship of management and workers in all aspects. It has following three streams like quantitative approach, system approach, and contingency approach. Clear? So this is the meaning of modern management. Now our next point is characteristics of modern management thoughts. Here these are the characteristics. Like first one is the system approach, second one is dynamic, third one is multi-level and multi-dimensional, fourth one is multi-motivated, fifth one is multidisciplinary, sixth one is multivariate, seventh one is adaptive, and eighth one is probabilistic. Okay, these are the characteristics of modern management thoughts. So start with the first characteristics is the system approach. The system approach and organization as a system has a five basic parts. Five basic parts of system approach. Which are the five basic parts? Like input process, output, feedback, and environment. An organization draws upon the environment for inputs. Environment for inputs, for example, resources, or management then allocates and combines these resources or inputs to produce certain desirable outputs. The success of these outputs, or it may be product or services, can be judged by means of feedback. If necessary, organization has to modify its mix of inputs to produce as per changing demand. System, it is the way of producing the product. System, it is the way to providing the product or services. So which are the method we are using, which types of part we are covering, it is the part of system approach. So it is the characteristics of the modern management. Modern management is a systems approach, or we can say that the whenever particular technique is implemented, then and then they will implement, otherwise they cannot implement the any other techniques. Or in a system way, they are developing a particular system, they are following the particular way to implementing the things. It's called system approach. So it is the characteristics of modern management. Second one is dynamic. We have learned this point in our features of management. Like dynamic, last point here you can observe dynamic in nature. The meaning of dynamic is gatisilta. Okay, means changing as per the time, as per the requirement. They are also accepting the changes in the organization, changes in the system, changes in the activities. So it is the dynamic thoughts, it is the dynamic way, or we can say that it is the ગતિશીલતા. સમયની સાથે સાથે આમાં બી બદલાવ થાય છે. So it is the characteristics of modern management, that modern management thought is the dynamic in nature. Same thing which we have learned in the features of management. Okay, third one is multi-level and multi-dimensional, or in a simple word we can say that modern management cannot implement only into the single level. It is implemented in the every level of the organization, or more than two level of the organization, and multiple focuses. They cannot focus only to a single purpose, but they are focusing on to the multiple purposes. That's why it is the multi-level and multi-dimensional. Okay, so here we can say that the modern business and organization are very complex. Moreover, organization functions at different levels and they are multidimensional in character. Organization may have internal levels like top, middle and bottom level of the organization, and there are constant interactions. Again, it is multidimensional, like it functions in different departments or system, production subsystem, finance subsystem, marketing subsystem, personnel subsystem, etc., etc. Thus, all parts of components are interrelated. Both parts as well as the whole are equally important. At all levels of the organization interact in many ways. That's why it is the multi-level and multi-dimensional. Okay, multi-motivated. Here in a simple word we can say that multi-motivated means their motive is not only to achieve the goal of the organization, but their motive is to provide the benefit to the employees, providing benefit to the customers, achieving the brand value in the market, etc., etc. Motivations are also there. Only profit earning is not the single purpose of the organization, but there are many purposes of the organization have nowadays. So here the characteristics of the modern management thoughts is it is the multi motivated, not only a single motivation, but there are many motivations of the organization nowadays. That's why modern management is a multi motivated management. Multidisciplinary, we can say that it is not implemented in a one way, but it is implemented in a different way, in a different place. That's why it is a multidisciplinary. They are not following only particular way to implement the things, but they are implementing the things as per the situation, as per the requirement. That's why it is a multidisciplinary in nature. So it is the also characteristics of modern management thoughts. Multivariate, ultimately we can say that any event in an organization may be the result of so many factors which themselves are interrelated and interdependent. Some factors are controllable, some factors are uncontrollable. Okay, so intelligent planning and control are necessary to face these variable factors. Organization does not live in a vacuum. It survives in a dynamic and complex macro world. Many variables work simultaneously, or here we can say that multivariate is the way through handling the multiple issues in a single time. So it is the capability of the modern management to handling the different situation, different problem in a single duration, in a single time phase. That's why it is the multidisciplinary or multivariate. Okay, adaptive, the survival and growth of an organization in a dynamic environment demands an adaptive system which can continuously adjust to changing conditions. A viable organization and its environment are in a dynamic equilibrium. An organization is an open system, adaptive itself through the process of feedback. Necessary corrections on the basis of feedback of informations are undertaken to achieve the desired result. સમયની સાથે સાથે જે જરૂરિયાત પડે છે, જે બદલાવ લઈ આવવાની જરૂર પડે છે, જે નવા ચેન્જીસ એક્સેપ્ટ કરવાની જરૂર પડે છે, તે એક્સેપ્ટ કરે છે, એટલે એને એડેપ્ટિવ નેચર બી કહી શકાય છે. પ્રોબેબિલિસ્ટિક, અલ્ટિમેટલી સંભવિત, we can say that it is the સંભવિત. Okay, management principles points out only probability and never the certainty of performance and the consequences result. Or here we can say that whatever activities we are implementing in the organization, whatever techniques we are implementing in the organization, it is not 100% sure that we are getting this much of result in our organization, but there is a probability, સંભાવના છે કે આ પ્રકારનું રિઝલ્ટ આપણને મળશે, પણ 100% આ જ પ્રકારનું રિઝલ્ટ મળશે એ નથી કહેતા. સો ઇટ ઇઝ ધી probabilistic. So here there nothing can be absolute predicted. Of course, care is taken to see that intelligent forecasting and planning can reduce the degree of uncertainty to a considerable extent. Okay, so these are the characteristics of modern management. Clear till here? If any student have any doubt, then please feel free to ask. I will repeat this point if you are not getting this point properly. Okay, so learn this point. It is very important for your examination. Okay, whatever definitions we have learned, like management is an art of getting things done by others, it is also the definition of the modern management. There is no vast difference between the definition and the modern management definition. Okay, but thought is different. In a traditional way, we can say that management is nothing but focusing on to achieving goal. But nowadays the management is not only focusing to achieving the goal, but providing some facilities, getting the work done by others in an appropriate way, so that organization will get also benefit and employees will get also benefit. This is the method nowadays we are implementing in the modern management. That's why we can say that it is the modern management thoughts, and these are the characteristics of modern management. Very important point for your examination. Learn this point properly. Okay, next point, nature of management, or in a simple word we can say that characteristics of the management, or whatever point we have learned we can write down this point also, but in your reference book they have given the separate point. So there is no vast difference between the features, like features of management and the nature of management. Both points are same. It is the repetitive point for you, so do not worry about this. Whatever point you are mentioning here, the features of management, you can mention this point here also. The nature of management, the meaning of nature, features and characteristics are same. So whatever point came into your examination, like nature of management or features of management or characteristics of management, the answer is same. What is the answer? Answer is these 14 features. Okay, like here the management as a science or as an art, we have learned this point, very easy point. Okay, management as a profession, it is dynamic, relative nature, universal, multidisciplinary. Okay, so it is the repetitive point for you. Okay, so here you can write down the point of features of management. Okay, clear? Next point, management objectives and aims. Why we are using management, why we are focusing on the management? Because it has some aims or objective. Management itself have objectives, so here we have to learn the objectives. Whose objective? Management's objective. And aims is ultimately goal of the management. Why management is existing in the market, why we are using the management in the organization. So it has some goal, it has some objective which we have to learn, which we have to explain in this point. The objectives and the aims of management, the first is increase the efficiency of business activity. The first objective of the management is that it want to increase the efficiency of business activities. બિઝનેસની અંદર અથવા ઓર્ગેનાઇઝેશનની અંદર જે બી કામ થાય છે એ કામની ઇફિશિયન્સી, કાર્યક્ષમતા વધારવા માટે કરવામાં આવે છે. ઓકે, કાર્યક્ષમતા વધારવા માટે મેનેજમેન્ટનો ઉપયોગ થાય છે, અથવા મેનેજમેન્ટનો ગોલ છે કે ઓર્ગેનાઇઝેશનની અંદર તેની કાર્યક્ષમતા વધારવી. Okay, so it is the objective of management. Second objective of the management is keep employees satisfied. Yes, the employees who are working in the organization, and we know the definition of the management. Management is an art of getting things done by others. If others are not satisfied with the organization, then organization cannot achieve the goal. If organization want to achieve the goal, then it is necessary for the organization to satisfy other means satisfied the employees in the organization. Satisfied employees can perform 100%, or the performance level is more than 100%, and we will achieve the goal. That's why it is the objective, or it is the goal, it is the aim of the management to keep employees satisfied in the organization. Clear? That is the second point. Now the third is protect the interest of the workers. વર્કર જે કામ કરે છે ઓર્ગેનાઇઝેશનની અંદર, તેમનો ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ જાળવી રાખવું ઓર્ગેનાઇઝેશનની અંદર. If employees are interested to perform, then and then they can perform efficiently. If employees are not interested to perform, then they cannot perform the efficiently. That's why it is the goal of the management to make employees interested in the work related activities, so that organization can achieve the goal. Clear? Now the fourth point is develop social welfare through cooperation. Social welfare means ultimately the benefit from both sides, benefit to the organization, benefit to the employees. Or here we can say that આપણે સેવા ભાવનાની વાત કરીએ છીએ ને, કે ઓર્ગેનાઇઝેશનની અંદર જે બી કામ કરે છે એમનું ભલું થાય, એમના સારા કાર્ય માટેનું એક્ટિવિટીઝ કરીએ છીએ. એ એક્ટિવિટીઝની જવાબદારી કોની હોય છે? મેનેજમેન્ટની હોય છે. ઓકે, સો ડેવલપ સોશિયલ વેલફેર થ્રુ કોઓપરેશન. સ્ટિમ્યુલેશન ટુ કન્ડક્ટ scientific research and bring innovation, or it is the way to providing the system to the employees, so employees can think deeply, they can work innovatively, and they are able to find out the different innovative ideas in the organization. So it is the responsibility, or it is the objective of the management to give boost these types of situations, so that new things arise from the employees in the organization. It is possible, yes, it is possible, but it is the possible with the help of management. So it is the goal of the management. Next point is to promote speedy and overall economic development of a nation, or we can say that it is the objective of the management to provide a good result in the market, good result of the organization in the market, providing the maximum employment in the market, in the society, so that the development of the organization is ultimately the development of the employees, development of the employees is ultimately the development of the society, and the development of the society is the result of development of a nation. Yes, if there is a employment, there is a skill employees, there is a skill society, there is a skill nation. That's why it is the management objective to promote speedy and overall economic development of a nation. Clear? It is the objective of the management. Last point is maintaining the quality of goods and services, or ultimately we can say that they are able to managing the one level of quality and services to the employees, so that organization will get benefit. For example, if you are purchasing the product of any brand, like for example you are drinking soft drinks of Coca-Cola brand, the taste of the Coca-Cola brand is same in everywhere in the country. If you are drinking this cold drinks in our Gujarat, the taste is same if you are drinking this cold drinks in Maharashtra, but the production area is different, though they are managing the quality, the speed, the services in a some level. So it is the responsibility, or it is the objective of the management to managing the goods and services in a proper way, in a proper level to the market, so that they can achieve the goal of the organization. So it is the objective of the management. Okay, clear till here? Next point is significance of management, or in a simple word we can say that importance of management. The meaning of significance is importance. Okay, so importance of management or significance of management, both points are same. So what are the significance of management? Like efficiency. First point is efficiency. Efficiency means કાર્યક્ષમતા. કાર્યક્ષમતા વધારવામાં મહેનત helpful છે. Yes, here we have learned increase the efficiency of business activities. The same point is here efficiency of the organization, efficiency of the employees who are working in the organization. So it is possible with the help of management to increase the efficiency of the employees or workers who are connected with the organization. So it is the importance of the management. Okay, next is to recruit and retain efficient employees. નવા એમ્પ્લોઈઝ લઈ આવવા અને એ એમ્પ્લોઈઝને ટ્રેન કરીને લાંબા સમય સુધી ટકાવી રાખે છે ઓર્ગેનાઇઝેશનની અંદર. સો ઇટ ઇઝ ધી ઓલ્સો સિગ્નિફિકન્સ ઓફ મેનેજમેન્ટ. કોઓપરેશન, સંકલન કરવું, or communicate with each other. The employees who are working, they must be coordinate with each other, so that they can work smoothly in the organization. So cooperation is possible with the help of management. That's why it is the importance of management. Okay, clear? Quality control, like I have discussed with you in the last point, like Coca-Cola example. It is possible with the help of management to managing the quality of the product, to managing the quality of the services in a same level, in a same efficiency. That's why quality control is possible with the help of management. Production scale. Production scale is nothing but increasing the level of production, like marketing, finance, HR, production and operation management. So they are increasing the scale. They are not limited the work of the production, but they increase the level of the production or the scale of the production. It is possible with the help of management. To control production cost, yes, management will help us to decrease the cost and cannot increase the cost of the production. It is possible with the help of management. So it is the significance of management. Clear? સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ ઓફ લિવિંગ, યસ, જીવન ધોરણ ઊંચું લઈ આવવામાં મદદરૂપ થાય છે, એને કહેવાય છે સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ ઓફ લિવિંગ. મેનેજમેન્ટના કારણે ઇફિશિયન્ટલી વર્ક થાય છે, મેનેજમેન્ટના કારણે સારી રીતે વર્ક થાય છે, સારી રીતે બધાને બેનિફિટ મળે છે. સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ હોય છે, જીવન જીવવાની એક રીત હોય છે, એમાં ઇમ્પ્રુવમેન્ટ થાય છે, લેવલમાં વધારો થાય છે, તો એને આપણે કહીશું સ્ટાન્ડર્ડ ઓફ લિવિંગ ઇન્ક્રીઝિસ બીકોઝ ઓફ મેનેજમેન્ટ. સો ઇટ ઇઝ ધી સિગ્નિફિકન્સ ઓફ management. Universality of management principles, this point we have learned. Okay, so it is the repetitive point. So it is the significance of management. Now the limitation of management. What are the limitations of management? These are the four main limitations, okay, of the management. The first is not possible to frame definite principles, or here in a simple word we can say that whatever rules and regulations we have decided in the organization, it cannot be implemented everywhere and every time in the organization. It is not universality every time. We have learned this point, why it is not universality, that's why. So it is management, through the management it is not possible to frame the definite principles or whatever rules and regulations we have decided. These rules and regulations will be implemented for the longer period of time. It is not possible because it is the dynamic way, it is the dynamic process. So it is the limitation of management. The other side of dynamism means it will not same for the longer period of time. It will change as per the situation, it will change as per the demand. So that's why it is the limitations of the management, that it cannot be same for the longer period of time. So it is limitation. Relative, not absolute. ઓકે, પાછળના ફંક્શન સાથે જોડાયેલું હોય છે પણ તે ફંક્શન સાથે પરફેક્ટ જોડાયેલું નથી રહેતું. જે બી કામ કરીએ છીએ પાછળના વર્કને ધ્યાનમાં લઈને કામ કરીએ છીએ, પણ એ વર્ક પરફેક્ટ 100% થઈ શકે છે, એ પોસિબલ રહેતું નથી. તો આ લિમિટેશન કહી શકાય. મેનેજમેન્ટ ઇઝ developing science. Like we have learned, management is a science, but it is not 100% science. So why it is not science? It is the limitations of the management. Okay, cause and effect process is implemented, that's why it is not a perfect science. So it is the developing science. So these are the limitations of management. Okay, here the managerial role as per the views of Mintzberg. We will learn this point in the next lecture. If any student have any doubt in this point, like limitations of management, significance of management, management objective and aims, nature of management, characteristics of management thoughts, characteristics of modern management thoughts, or the meaning of modern management, if any student have any doubts, please feel free to ask. I will solve all your doubts. Okay, so that's all for today's lecture. We will start our fifth lecture from here, like managerial roles as per the Mintzberg. Okay, views of Mintzberg. We will start this point in the next lecture. So that's all for today's lecture. Now this point we will learn in our fifth lecture of FOM. Okay, thank you.